Hi, I'm Roxann Anderson for the Marriage Dance, and today we're going to start talking about lies we believe and how they affect your marriage. What we believe in our head affects how we live our lives, and that statement is true even if what we believe isn't true. Based on what we've seen or what we've experienced, we come to certain conclusions, and then we begin living our lives according to those conclusions. So let me give you an example of how that would affect your marriage. Growing up in my home, I came to the belief that nobody really wanted to listen to me, that my opinion didn't matter to anyone. And while that might have been true at that point in time with that group of people, it's not true now. And if I take that belief and live as though it were true, and pin it on Bob and say, he doesn't want to listen to me and he doesn't care what I think, that's just not true. It's a lie. And we have many things in our lives that go on that are just not true, but we're living our lives according to them. Let me give you a couple of examples. We have a lot of perfectionists out there who may believe that whether people accept me or not is based completely upon my performance. And so they live their lives in a state of needing to be perfect all the time. And that's driving everybody crazy and something that they don't need to do. Another example might be believing that God is punishing me. I know He loves everybody else in the world, just not me. And we live our lives under a cloud and not like children of the God of the universe. Now, if we knew that these things were lies, of course, we wouldn't believe them. So how do you go about finding out if what you believe and how you're acting is a lie? Let me give you two ways. The first is look at God's Word. If what you believe contradicts what God says in His Word, it's a lie. If it is consistent with God's Word, it's true. So, for example, if I believe or act like my protection of myself is fully dependent on me, that is inconsistent with what God says in His Word when He says, I am your shield and protector. So you look at that. And second, ask God to lead you to the things that you believe that are inconsistent, and listen to what He has to say to you when you ask. You can start working through your lies right now by just getting a sheet of paper and make 4 columns. And in the first column, what I want you to do is just think through, pray through the maybe more traumatic experiences in your life, maybe seasons of life that were very difficult, and what did you come to believe as a result of living through those situations. That would be the second column. First one is, what was it that happened? And the second one, what did you come to believe? Third column, how does that belief affect your marriage? How are you living it out in a way that it is now affecting your marriage? And the fourth column, what does God's Word have to say about it? So those are the 4 columns. If you want to get our book, The Marriage Dance, we spend 3 entire chapters taking you through this process. And you might even want the companion workbook so you really have an opportunity to work through the lies that you believe. They're both available on Amazon. Just do a search for The Marriage Dance, Bob and Roxann Anderson, and see if working through your lies and getting rid of them doesn't make your marriage dance.